We're here with goaltender Steve Valiquette. And Steve, talk about, first of all, your performance tonight. Big win for you guys, right to the bitter end.
Well, we have been really fighting hard in the standings for the last few weeks. We've made a lot of trades. We've lost 5 of our players in the last few days.
Yeah.
So today's game was a challenge because we had a lot of youth in the lineup. We had 4 really young defensemen, 3 or 4 17 and 18-year-olds. So our team kind of resembles an OHL team a little more than a KHL team right now.
Yeah.
But the enthusiasm helps, and what they lack in experience, it's helping out with us with the energy on the ice.
Now, for a lot of the people back home in Canada and the United States that are a little unfamiliar with the K and don't really understand it, can you give a brief description of the league and the type of tempo that it has?
Well, it's a very competitive league that's similar to the NHL in the sense that our schedule is we play every other day. We don't play back-to-back games, but we have tournament breaks every few weeks. So what happens is the schedule is really condensed, and then we have almost mini training camps 3 or 4 times a year where we practice twice a day.
Oh, wow.
So it's very challenging in that you can be in the season and then for a week and a half you're not playing at all, but you're training very hard. So there's a lot of up and downs and busy moments and then slow moments during the season. But overall, the hockey is very competitive, and I'd say it's second best to the NHL, quite a bit above the American Hockey League.
Yeah. So for guys that are considering the K for next season and beyond, what type of advice would you give them when they're going through the whole process of deciding whether or not this is a viable option?
Well, the thing is you don't really know what it's like until you get here, and there's a lot of things that you have to adjust to. I've pretty much had to change everything that I've ever done, as far as my pregame preparation, what I eat, how I rest, how I train. My equipment that I use, every adjustment has to be made, and if you're not willing to adjust and make changes in your game, then mentally you won't last. I think at the beginning of the year there may have been 20 North Americans in the Russian Federation, and now there's probably 6 or 7. Not everybody hangs in there. It's a really tough grind, and you have to be mentally very strong and willing to adjust.
Yeah. Now, what was the biggest change for you outside of your game? Was it just the atmosphere, the traveling to these different markets?
Well, I'd have to say that it's different in every aspect, and if I was to get into detail, we'd have to sit down and have a coffee for a few hours. It's really every difference imaginable. I really I'd have to sit down with you for a long time to explain everything, but it's you just, like I said, you have to be willing to change and adapt.
You brushing up on your Russian? You getting a good understanding?
Yeah, говорю чуть-чуть по-русски. Нет проблем.
There you go. There you go. I think he said I speak Russian or understand Russian, so I'm getting there too.
Yeah.
Steve, thanks very much for this, buddy. Really appreciate it.
All right, take care.
We'll catch up with you soon.
All right, hi to all the folks back in Canada, Mom and Dad, Bolton, Ontario.
There you go.